Again, I'm going to define what are operators. So these are symbols which can initiate any operation. So what are operators? Means these are symbols, and when we use these symbols, so these symbols can start any operation. So for example, if I type 45 and 62, so is there any operation taking place in
No,
between
sir.
these two numbers? No, no.
No,
But
no, sir.
if I put here this symbol, then it means na, that here we have to add these two numbers. So only because of this symbol, this addition operation takes place na, between these two values.
Yes, sir.
Understood, everyone? So these are operators. So you can take another example also. Just uh, 24 greater than 12. So here we have to compare these two values. So this comparison operation is only taking place due to this symbol. Means here we have to logically find out whether 24 is greater than 12 or not. So its result will be what? True or false?
True.
True, no? Okay. So understood, everyone, about operators?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And here these values are known as operands. Means the symbols are operator and values are operands. Means upon which operator works. Okay. Now let us see types of operators. So what are the different types of operators? So let us see one by one. So the first type is mathematical operator, or you can say arithmetical operator. Means these are operators used to perform mathematical operations. Okay, means these are operators which are used to uh, perform mathematical operations. So these are called mathematical operators. So what are the operators included in mathematical operators? So just see, for example, this one is plus, minus, multiply, divide, and the last one is here it is the symbol is percentage, but here in mathematical operator it is known as modulus operator. So these are the operators under the category of mathematical operators. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So if I write 12 and use this operator and write here 3, then the value will be what? 36. Na? Since this symbol represents mathematical operation between 12 and 3. So 12 into 3 becomes 36. Now this 12 uh, by 4. So what will be the value? What will be its
3.
result?
A.
Yes, it results 3. Okay. So here 3 is what in division? Just you can see, just 12 is dividend, 4 is divisor, and then 3 is what?
Quotient.
It is quotient. It is quotient in the division. Now the last one is modulus operator, and this operator is used to find the remainder of the division. So for example, if I do uh, division like this, then what will be the result?
51 by 100.
This one modulus operator is used to find the remainder of the division. So if you divide 17 by 3, so what will be the remainder? Tell me.
2.
2, na? Means 17 will go 5 times. So it will be 15. So remainder will be 2. So like this it works. This modulus operator. Tell me, understood everyone or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What about others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is
Yes, sir.
difference between these two operators. This forward slash is used to divide, but it results the quotient in the division. This modulus operator is used again to divide, but it results the remainder of the division. Okay, so it is required in programming the remainder value many times. So this operator is there. Okay, so these are the operators in mathematical operator category. Now the second category is uh, relational operator. Relational operator, or sometimes it is also uh, somewhere in another book you will find it with another name, comparison operators. Means both are same. Okay, so these operators are used to compare two values. Okay, the result of comparison will be either true or false. Okay, so relational operators or comparison operators are used to compare two values, and after comparison the result will be either true or false. Mean anyone out of these two results, anyone can be the result. Okay, now what are the operators in relational operator? So for example, less than,
Less than, greater than,
less
equal
than
to,
equals to, greater than or equals to, and not equals to. So these are the operators uh, under the category of relational operators. Okay, so now let us take few example. So for example, if I use 56 less than 16, so what will be its result?
So true.
true.
It is true, because here I am saying 56 is less than 60. So I am correctly saying it is less than 60. That is why it is true. Now in another example, if I write 67 greater than 70. Not 67. Okay, so what will be the result?
false.
False.
Yes, it will be false. Now take another example. 54 greater than or equals to 44. What will be the result?
True.
True, sir.
Why?
Sir, because 54 is greater than 44.
Yes, sir.
But here equal to is also there. No?
Sir, if it will be equal, then it will be true. But it is greater than, then it is also true. One of the situation is true.
Yes. So I had explained about these operators in Excel also. So in the same way, it will work here also. Okay. So here two comparisons are made. First one is 54 greater than 44. This one is the first. And the next one is 54 equal to 44. So this is first situation means the first comparison. It is true or false?
True, sir.
It is
True.
true. 54 equals to 44. It is true or false?
False.
False. So here one of the condition is true. Then if one of the condition is true, then you can term the whole expression as true. If both comparisons are false, then you can term the whole expression as false. So this is way how you can find out whether it is true or false. Okay. If these two operators are involved in any expression, then in these cases you have to perform two comparisons. Then you can individually perform two comparisons, and if one of the result, at least one of the result is true, then you can uh, mark true for the whole expression. Okay, so here you can see now 54 greater than or equals to 44. Okay, so here two comparisons are there. 54 greater than 44 and 54 equal to 44. So here one comparison is true now. So if one of the comparison is true or both comparisons are true, then you can uh, make it true. Otherwise, if both conditions are false, then you can make it false. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it will be true. Now take another example. 56 less than or equals to 48. Now here again two comparisons are there. So the first one is 56 less
36.
than 48,
40.
and the next one is 56 equals to 48. Now this first one is true or false? 56 less than 48.
False.
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 It is false. And
Yes,
what
sir.
about the next one?
False.
False.
It is also false. So here in this situation, you can see both conditions are false. So the overall result will be also false.
False.
Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So this is how this less than or equals to or greater than or equals to works. Okay. Now take another example of equals to equals to. So here I'm going to take 18 equals to 20. So here whenever these two equals to symbols are applied, so it means here you have to check equality. Means if both operands are equal, then the result will be true. And if both operands are not equal, then it will be false. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
then we can use single equal to sign also no for this.
What? What?
Sir, we can use a single equals to sign for this. No.
Uh, no, actually, in programming languages, equals to symbol is used as assignment operator. This one is to check equality of two given operands. But in if we use single equal to, so just here in this example you can understand. If I write a equals to 12, it means here I am going to assign this value 12 in this variable a. Okay, so this single equals to used for assignment operator. Means whatever the value that is in RHS, that will be assigned to the LHS variable. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is why we cannot use single equals to as equality operator. Okay, because both operations are totally different now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now this double equals to means to check whether these two operands are equal or not. Means if both are equal, then it will result true. If both are not equal, then it will result false. So what will be the result here in this case?
False.
False.
It will be false. Because here I have written 18 equals to 20. So these two operands are not equal. That is why it is false. And its opposite is not equals to. So not in not equals to, take another example. 19 not equals to 20. Is it true or false?
True.
True.
True, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
True.
Yes, it is true. Why? Because here I'm saying 19 not equals to 20. So yes, I am correct. These two are not equal. That is why it is true. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is all about relational or comparison operators. Do you have any question to ask?
No, sir.
So now you have seen mathematical operators and relational operators. Now come to the third type. What is that?
Logical operators.
Yes, this another one is logical operators. So these operators are used to combine two or more relational expressions in order to find the overall result of the comparison. So don't worry about this definition. You will understand by the example. So first of all, you should know what are the operators in this logical category. There are three operators in logical category, and these are this
And
this one
or
is the this one is the first, means two vertical lines, means it is available in the keyboard, means one line is available, means you have to type these lines two times. Okay, so this one is uh, logical or. Okay, now the next one is two times and, so it is logical
And
and operator, and the last one is not. This one is logical not operator. Now let us see for what purpose these operators are used. So here in the definition, you can see that used to combine two or more relational expressions. So what are relational expressions? So these are relational expressions. Okay. So these logical operators are used to combine two or more relational expressions like this. Okay. Now see. So for example, of or. So here I'm going to take two, three relational expressions. 45 greater than equals to 12, or there should be no space. Okay. In the next one, I'm going to take 12 equals to 12. Again, or then 60 less than 78. No, 40. So here in this example, I have taken three relational expressions, and all these three relational expressions are combined using OR operator. So first of all, you should know how OR works. So in case of OR operator, if at least one of the condition is true, then overall condition or overall result will become true. And when it will be false, so it will be false only when all given conditions are false. Okay.
okay, sir.
okay, sir.
So let us evaluate these conditions one by one. So what do you say about this first condition?
True.
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 It is true. So here I am going to write true. So this true, and after that or. So because or operator is here, na? Now tell me about this second expression. It is true or
True.
false?
True.
It is again true. So it is also combined with or. Now what about this third?
False.
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 It is false. So here you can see in the result that here we have
False.
two true values. Okay, and one false value. And all these values are combined using OR operator. So what will be the final result? So in order to
True.
True.
determine the final result, you should first see that if any one condition is true here or not. So here you can see the two conditions are true. So if
Yes, sir.
any of the
Yes, sir.
condition is true here, then your overall result will becomes true. So here two conditions are true, then of course it becomes true. Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now let us take another example. 56 greater than or equals to 65 or 45 less than 22 or 68 equals to 86 or 92 not equals to 92. Now tell me the overall result. What will be the overall result?
False.
False.
So Ayush Kumar, tell why it is false. Well, I don't have that much time. Akram Hussain, you tell why it is false. I don't understand. Am I audible to you all or not? Ria Rai, will explain this. Why it is false?
Yes,
Yes, Abhinav, you explain
Sir,
why it
because
is false.
all the results of these relational expressions are false, and the overall result will be false.
Yes, since when you will evaluate each relational expression, so you will get false value. So here all conditions are false, and all these conditions are combined using OR operator. That is why the overall result becomes false. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in case of AND, it works totally opposite. In case of AND, if all results are true, then it becomes true. Overall result becomes true. If any of the condition is false, then it will result false. So is it opposite to or not?
Yes, sir. Suppose it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I just take this expression and replace all these or with and, then what will be the final result? Tell me.
False.
False.
Why?
Sir,
Sir,
because
because
one expression is
yeah,
false.
Because this last expression is false. So here in case of and, if one of the expression is false, then the overall result becomes false. Okay,
False.
understood now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let us see about this not operator. So not operator is also known as inverter. Inverter means it will invert the result. Okay, so for example, if I take this expression and here before if I apply this not operator, so it means what?
false.
So 45 greater than 12, it is true or false?
True.
It is true now.
True.
So now it
Yes.
becomes not true. It becomes not true. So not true means
Yes, sir.
what? Not true means
False.
false. If something is
False.
not true, it means it is false. Okay. So this not operator always inverts the result. Inverts means reverses the result. Means if something is true and if not is applied there, then it becomes false. And if something is false and it not applied there, then it becomes true. So understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then revise these topics. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Please
sir.
wait for something. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.